excited to see some of the costumes from the TV show, everybody? Some of them, the costumes are pretty skimpy.
That's
Right, the catsuit's made of important dark stretch lace from England and colored with burgundy stone.
the back line is adorned in black.
Now, a lot of people don't realize that these costumes are made by hand every week.
Every single stone, every single wrinkle is made one by one.
One by one.
Yes. It's actually worn by myself.
You actually wore this.
Yes.
Now Anya's really working. You'll get to see Anya in our show tomorrow night, Dancing with the Stars at Sea.
Okay.
Now the chevron bugle beads surrounding large aurora borealis Swarovski crystals are placed on a nude mesh.
The skirt consists only of layers of 9-inch bugle bead fringe.
So there's really no skirt, it's just fringe.
It's just fringe of like, you know, Lisa was actually very nervous to wear this catsuit as it was quite a sex act. Now, our next catsuit here.
We have Magda Pialet. She's also one of our troops.
Catsuit was worn by Karina Smyrna when she danced with Brown Macho.
Now it's a full catsuit, you're gonna notice, with a leopard pattern with complete hands and feet. So it's kind of like a sexy onesie.
It is a sexy onesie, absolutely. This is a different catsuit. She's decided to have it open. And the bugle beads have totally added to the curves of the body.
It's slightly breezy out here. And last but not least, in our catsuit section, we have our Dancing with the Stars pro, Sharna Virgins, everybody.
Yes. Now, Shauna wore this last season with Keyshawn Johnson.
It's a two-piece bustier covered with topaz, dorado, and jet nut stones with a plunging sweetheart neckline and a fully bone corset covered with safari camouflage print.
Don't they all look gorgeous?
Everybody give a big hand for our catsuit ladies. It's covered with black and white ostrich feathers.
The reef.
Really a lot of sparkle on that one.
Yes, I love some sparkle. Oh,
So the goatees are those little insects, those triangles of fabric.
exactly.
Down the skirt line.
And the print is absolutely beautiful.
Perfect fabric, which is sometimes really challenging to find. You gotta do some tricky things.
It's a little bit naughty, yes, but it's very dramatic and sexy.
What I love also is the dramatic asymmetrical collar. And there's a lot of different textures and finishes, including satin, mesh, stocking, and ribbon applique flowers.
This dress is actually worn for the blessed Juliet Father. During the week that Juliet Father's chosen.
For that. Give it up for Emma Sledge feathers. And you were talking about those pinched feathers earlier.
And it just gives such a nice effect, and I love the red lace applique that's just strategically placed over the hips.
Yeah, I like how the dress is basically see-through. See?
I'm sure Chelsea made that sexy.
She did. And I love that you can see that it's ostrich feather fringe dyed in all these different kind of almost neon brights.
Yes.
And then the bodice is covered in those aurora borealis Swarovski crystals.
It gives like a rainbow effect with the color of the stones.
Yeah, it's really, really iridescent. So a lot of the dancers use that particular crystal.
And this is as you notice, all of these colors are very bright. You want the Latin dancers to be bright and fun.
Right, hot colors.
Hot colors, yes.
I may have to borrow that when we get to Puerto
Looks so good in
Rico.
that Carson.
The customers go through about 5 to 10 pounds of Swarovski crystal.
This belt is covered with extra large square 8 Swarovski crystals to give the outfit a Vegas showgirl feel, and it accentuates the waist.
Nothing says Vegas showgirl like a sensible belt.
Exactly. And a few feathers to go with that.
And then what I love about this one too is the neckline. It's covered in stones to kind of create like a faux necklace. Because you can't really wear a lot of jewelry when you're moving like
No, you
that.
can't wear jewelry because it will hit you in the face or it will hit your partner in the face.
Someone will lose an eye.
Someone will definitely lose an eye. So everything needs to be placed down. You look like you may be wearing jewelry,
Right.
but it's really not.
But it's actually attached to the actual outfit.
Exactly. Now, Emma ended up doing so well this season. It was gorgeous.
Thanks, Emma. Joining us on the, I think that's the aft.
That's, yes.
Yeah, on the aft is Sharna Burgess, also from Dancing with the Stars. This is a Samba dress with classic lines with a turquoise and lime ruffled skirt and fish line trimmed hem.
Now this is a very Samba.
For her shipwreck fantasy dance with Gavin DeGraw.
Now the tropical prince still transports us far away from Atlantic paradise.
And you can see this is also another very typical Samba dress because it's got the ruffles, it's got the colors.
It's not.
A bit more understated in that kind of on-stone. Now this was worn by one of my favorite dancers.
Like a celebratory feel for this Samba. And I think she got that with this dress and all those ruffles. I could just see her dancing around in the Samba.
And that color would look fantastic with her red hair.
Exactly. Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. I love the boobies at the front, and so it's like the boobies at the front,
Right.
and the ruffles are at the back.
Anya did like a head toss and almost got blown into the pool. You see that? It was like, whoa! It's right in. All right, let's hear it for all of our exotic Samba dresses.
But she was dancing the quick step. Cheryl's dress was shorter this before because she was dancing with Jack, and he was such a good dancer, and she could really travel around the floor, and she didn't want to hate. And they were okay, so next week my Emma Slater who's danced with Bill and Bob. I remember this was the first dress that Emma wore in the first episode of last season. It was very dramatic. It definitely made a statement, and she looked absolutely gorgeous in it. That's coral and blue strips adorned with a feathered hem. Now the costumers make this dress. Okay, and finally we have our very own Emma. And Emma is wearing one of her favorite dresses that she wore last season. This pink dress twice. She wore this pink dress twice this season dancing with the stars. The skirt is a sheer lace circle skirt trimmed in solid edge lace and stones. What I love about this dress is it's elegant with a lace, but it's very modern with a see-through skirt that she has. And so it gives a lot of movement. It's very, very sophisticated. She actually has some peach feathers that go from the top all the way down to the bottom of the skirt. It gives that nice flow to the dress. Let's hear it for all of these beautiful, beautiful girls.
Can't wait, there's one more. Look, we forgot. I'm modeling, everybody.
Oh my God, we have our Kressley. Now I think that he made design this costume himself.
I did design this myself.
I mean, Carson really had a big input in his
What
costume.
happens on the New Amsterdam stays on the New Amsterdam. Okay.
You're looking great, Carson.
Thank you.
Can you give us some jive moves?
Oh, hey.
All these spectacular dresses.
That's Jeff Nash, Rachel Liebernat, and Mary Ellen Moshe.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming out and enjoying our fashion show.
We'll see you tomorrow night at Dancing with the Stars at Sea. It shows, I think, at 8 and 10
And
tomorrow
we can't
night.
wait to dance. We can see some more amazing costumes tomorrow night at the show.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for joining us for the Dancing with the Stars at Sea fashion show. Our dancers are more than happy to have photographs taken with you at this time.